Hey, Rochelle. It was really cool seeing you work on your analog stick control. So, um, as a matter of fact, I wonder if I have one. Let me pause this for a second. Okay. Ah, cool. Yeah, so I still have my little analog stick overlay there. So something that helps me as well is it's just it takes time to loosen up your thumb. So you're right, like how you put your thumb on the controller, right? Like how that maps. Typically, I like to put it like on the top part of the pad of my thumb, and you know, your grip, and like I try not to over, like I try not to put it on the knuckle of the thumb here because that the opposable parts. I usually try to put it on the flat of the thumb, and then you know, a nice comfortable grip is also helpful, so you're not, it's not moving all over the place. Not too heavy, but I also just give yourself the time to come in to fly. Like, you know, how slow can you go? Like, slow and steady wins the race. Like, look how little input I can give so little input that I don't even think it even registers. It barely registers on the analog stick. So like how much effort does it take for you to move, right? This is perfectly acceptable because really what you want is you want to be able to get into a place where you are more like, you're not out of control on the stick, you're more in control, and sometimes that just means going really slow and just working on your targets. But also give yourself time to warm up, right? Like, spin your analog stick in a circle, right? How many circles can you do, right? How, you know, on the outer ring of the controller, how consistent can you be? And then on the inner ring, right? Can you do, it's harder to do circles on the inner ring, right? So it's harder when I'm trying to do it like this. So but even so, trying to do inner circles where I'm not touching the outer ring of the analog stick, this is much easier because the stick housing is your guide, right? So anyways, let me see here. So here we go. Let me see. I just want to see how, now that I'm a little bit warm, I want to see how much I could do this. Oh, I hit it. And just keep going. Don't worry about resetting. Like, just see how many you hit. Oop, I hit that one too. You know, and then you can reset them, right? So you can grab them all too. Also, you can make it your job to be like, yo, let me collect each of these, right? So like, you know, it's just kind of a fun thing to do. So you can come down. I think I was trying like, oop, you can also do that, right? Because they spawn on top of each other, but I think it's totally fine. So, all right, let's see what we've got here. Part of it is trying to always give yourself continuous control. What I find is, if anytime I've stopped, it takes time for your brain to map how fast things are going to move when you give it input again, right? So, I always find I'm in more control when I give it continuous input. Oops, and I hit that one. All right, so here we go. All right, ready? Here we go. Let me see if I can do this. All right, and down, and oop. Oh, the other thing too, like you'll notice, yeah. So this is what I call helper code. So it's, you can see the pink spot. You know, like, so visually, I make it easier for the player to collect these as opposed to actually running into them. So you always have to keep that in mind too. Maybe I'll work on a little oop, hit that one. I'll work on a little obstacle course or something. That might be fun, or a little bullet dodger. Maybe a little bullet dodger would be kind of fun, because then you know, it's very similar to you know, maybe that's Nine Hells Boss Rush 2. So all right, let's see here. But you know, it is hard, right? So yeah, another roundabout. So I feel like I have more control when I'm giving it continuous control. And the other one too here, right, is, it's that one. So do one of these. Do like a circle. How consistent can you be with something like this? Because here, this is a different set of, like, it's still your thumb, right? But your the way you're visually looking at what you're about to do and how you control doing it changes, as opposed to the smaller loops as well, right? So, and the bigger the gaps, the easier it'll be. So, this is definitely a good way to practice too. And then, you can do one of these. All right, one more. All right, let's see. Now let's see if I can do it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, so that's one thing I noticed. But yeah, so it's a good place to practice, but you're going to hit more of your weapon plates than you expect. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. I just wanted you to know that's what you were doing. So I mean, even if I'm trying it, I'm still hitting these a little bit more. All right, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Focused. Focused. Down under here. Woo, almost did that one. And over here. Oh, I stopped a little, but that's okay. Even if you have to stop a little bit to get it together, it's better than hitting it. It's like a precision platformer in that respect. Round. Round. Making circles. I think the big part is just have fun. Just have fun. My thumbs are warming up. I'm ready to go. I think caravan mode's a good example of. I saw your score, by the way. And as always, thanks for playing. I hope this is helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.